Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
It's hot as balls.
It's hot. I'm dying.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rhinos.
An alien show.
No.
Rhinos and Aliens podcast.
No.
Rhinos and Aliens.
After dark.
After dark. Because it's currently after dark.
Okay, so...
Is after dark during dark, though? Or technically would after dark be during the light?
Well, Sebastian made a good point that it would technically be during light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But technically after dark is when dark hits. It's technically after as well. It's after but during. So it really depends on your concept of time. Is it more of a linear thing or a circle? You know, just throwing that out there.
And it's also how technical do you want to be?
Not very.
Yeah. Well, when we were coming up with these names, we were also running on 10 straight hours of, so.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah,
that was
rough.
That was bad. Those make me want to cry.
Yeah, we didn't know what we had.
We still don't know what we have.
No, we don't.
That's the beauty of it. The diamond in the rough.
Okay, did you hear about this Starbucks situation?
Nope.
The kid?
Nope. The one who got tipped like $80,000?
Okay, so you know where we're going.
I know where we're going.
Okay, so his name is Lennon Gutierrez. He's 24.
Gutierrez? He's Spanish. Gutierrez.
Okay.
Let me see it. He's pointed out to me. I can't read all this. Gutierrez. He's Spanish.
Okay. He didn't look Spanish, but then...
That's a Spanish last... He might be some type of Hispanic.
Okay.
So he could be like Portuguese or something like that.
How you pronounce it again?
Gutierrez.
Okay. Yep, that's your Hispanic blood's coming out, bro.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah. Okay, so this happened at the San Diego Starbucks on a Monday morning when a woman who was not wearing a mask walked in.
He refused to serve her.
Yes. Yes. Now, depending who you ask, from what I know, the woman was getting all the shit, but supposedly he was getting shit for not serving her. So this is when a man called Matt Cohen, who doesn't know
Gutierrez
personally, he was upset that the barista was quote-unquote being bullied for doing the right thing, which if you go on social media, he was not being bullied at all. But this is where your social circle comes into play. Mm-hmm. So he decided to start a GoFundMe, named it Tips for Lennon, standing up to a San Diego Karen, the Karen from the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was giving him a chance to benefit or to make up for lost hours because of this situation.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, but it went from what was supposed to be a couple thousand to, at the moment when I looked it up, it was over 70,000 grand.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Bro.
What's the problem?
No, it's not a problem. It's necessarily, I just wanted to know, what would you do if the beginning of 1 week, it was a typical week, and then by that Friday, you had 70 grand for doing...
What would I do?
Yeah.
I would do something. I would probably quit my job because I hate my job. But maybe I wouldn't. I'd pay off bills. I'd go on a vacation. I wouldn't go on a vacation.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go now. I'd go on a staycation.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'd keep that money till I found something to do with it. I wouldn't be done with it, though. I wouldn't spend it.
No.
I'd keep it till I found something to do with it.
Yo, I'm thinking if I just randomly got $70K to go along with my current situation, I would probably invest 50 of it.
Into what?
Into stocks.
Amazon?
Oh, hell no. They're skyrocketing.
How much are they right now?
Bro, last time I checked, it was 27 something.
27?
100. Yo, just to put this in perspective, when the pandemic first started, it was at 1,600. Oof. So in less than 5 months, it's gone up
50%
over...
almost.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Bro, last year they were hovering around 18. They went down to 16. And
yeah,
now
they did a dip before the COVID, and then like right at the start of COVID, they did a dip.
Because everybody took a dip.
Yeah, exactly. That was expected.
Yeah, but once people realized that it's online,
you get everything off of Amazon. The power of Amazon. We're gonna burn in here tonight. We're gonna burn in here tonight. It's hot as shit already, bro. We're going to be shirtless in the next episode. Fuck. Instantly, it's like 20 degrees hotter, bro.
And the other one's on.
Shit, pointed out.
You want it on you?
That's okay. I'll probably touch the mic.
Okay.
We'll try it when we transition.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. So now what?
Okay. So we're done with that.
I guess so. Unless there's something else you want to add on.
No. I was just gonna say
What stocks would you buy? Give me one stock you would buy.
a banking stock
Okay. Smart.
because they're at an all-time low. Because normally during recessions,
They go
banks
low.
suffer the worst.
Yeah.
But they still give out one of the best dividends for any industry. Yeah.
Smart move from a smart man.
Okay, so the next three things are going to be somewhat racially based.
Okay.
First off, do you know the full name of Rhode Island, the state of Rhode Island?
Is it called the state of Rhode Island?
Not necessarily.
No, I have no clue.
Okay, so it's technically called the state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations.
Is it really?
Yeah, I
That's
did
weird.
not. Yeah,
I don't like that.
but this is the thing because of everything going on right now. The governor wants to change it to just the state of Rhode Island.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so that's
Doesn't bother me at all.
okay. So that's all I have to say. I just
I don't live in Rhode Island. I don't know why anyone would care. It's not like anyone calls it the what is it? Providence of Plantations.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, not like everyone calls it that.
to
Plus,
be
they should have been got rid of that name.
yeah, but my only thing is, from a history perspective, that's the only defense I can see for it.
But even then, this is changing history. Let's change history. Let's make history.
No, I didn't even freaking know until they said they're going to change it. Because the headline was they're changing the name of Rhode Island. I'm like, what the fuck are you going to change Rhode Island to?
Yeah, to change a whole state name would be very interesting.
But it's just the plantation part. So
yeah.
that makes... It is what it is. The second thing is the statue of Frederick Douglass.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I remember
you read about that?
I think I read something about it.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago.
People wanted to get it torn down or moved, but
Oh.
they didn't understand the meaning behind it or something like that. That's what I read.
Somebody took it down.
Oh, somebody took it down. Okay.
Yesterday, I believe,
Okay.
or a couple days
Was
ago.
a random person took it down?
They still don't know.
Okay, so it wasn't the city that took it down.
Oh no, it was
okay.
vandalism.
Yeah, okay, that's what
full
I was
blown.
asking. Okay.
Yeah, it happened exactly on the 168th anniversary of his famous speech. What to the slave is the 4th of July?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
What I read about that was, the people were trying to get it torn down, but then I read that this is solely off of an article I read. I don't know if it's true or not. Is that the statue is actually paid for by slaves that were freed? That's what I read.
Really?
That's what I read. I don't know if this is true.
So who was trying to get it taken down then?
Well, that's the thing, because the whole Black Lives Matter movement, which
Okay.
people, because they saw the statue.
Yeah.
And if you see the statue, you know what it looks like. Apparently, what I read
of
is
course.
that it was paid for by freed slaves, and people misunderstood the statue because you know how you see a slave bending down.
That's the statue?
Yeah, but what I heard was
He wasn't
that
bending.
He was rising. So that's why I'm like I don't know where I feel on this, because if it is what what I read, where he's rising up.
But wasn't
to
Frederick
face-
Douglass mixed?
I don't know.
See,
I don't know.
this is why I hate
wish
the
I could
whole
find the article.
the whole mixed thing. They pick and choose when they want to make the mixed person a minority or not. And that's very frustrating. He was for Black lives though. This is so idiotic. Okay, so just to further add to that, the statue was found in the gorge, roughly 50 feet away from its original placing, with damage to the base, obviously, and then a finger.
Okay, this is from Wikipedia. So this is actually from Wikipedia. It says the Emancipation Memorial statue was funded by the wages of freed slaves. That's what it says.
And do they say what Frederick Douglass ethnicity is? I'm pretty sure he was mixed, but he's still mostly a black man. He was for the Black lives. See, this is why people need to stop getting involved in certain things happening, because people can twist events.
Yeah.
Because he is the embodiment of a role model for certain individuals.
He was of mixed race, which likely included Native American and African on his mother's side, as well as European. In contrast, his father was almost certainly white, as shown by historian someone.
But that's why he had high standard.
David W.
Why he had a high living standard, because of his father, most likely.
Well, that's my thing. Is the reason why I was kind of mixed about this is because I don't know what's true and what's not true. Because I didn't dig any deeper. In all honesty, but it was, if it was paid for by these freed slaves, that means that these slaves
Believed it.
Yeah, they believed in it, and if it stood for what he said, where it's not so much of a slave. What's the word? It's more, it's an emancipation, so it's a freeing thing.
Yeah,
it's him rising up, as in hope, as
not
in
bowing down.
Yeah, to look towards something. Why would you want to knock that down? But then again, people don't look up these things. You know what I mean?
And it's also not that too, bro. If you're a smart individual, you can peep how certain people manipulate situations. Mm-hmm. So all it takes is one person to get a certain group to believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then a larger
it's
group.
That mob mentality, bro, because I was watching a video too where the dude was like, during the article, there was the reason why the article came, there was a video of an older black male yelling at them that they didn't know why the statue was there. He was a tour guide. He was a tour guide.
There's a woman tour guide video that I saw.
And he was yelling at them, I don't know why here. And then he was telling them that it was paid for by freed slaves and all that. And then the one dude who had a megaphone, he's like, we don't give a shit. We're going to tear that bitch down or something like that. And it's like, see, so I don't even...
You don't believe in the purpose of this supposed...
Yeah, like the statue is legit. It's freedom.
It represents what you guys supposedly want.
Yeah. So I didn't get that. But then again, it's that mob mentality, dude. One person does one thing.
No, seriously, from the outside looking in, this statue represents everything you would think of when it comes to the term freedom.
Yeah.
Especially for the black individuals who came through slavery. But like you said, mob mentality.
But not only that, is people, like I said, people don't look things up. They see they into them, and I'm not saying this is you, but I'm just saying some people will just look at that statue and go, that's a statue about slaves. Let's tear it down. You know what I mean?
Even though if they knew anything about the main individual, they would know he wouldn't want a statue like this that represents what they think it represents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really depends on the person. But
bro, that represents the majority of our generation now, to where they don't think, they just react.
Yeah.
And then if somebody popular or famous says something with... They don't even try to think for themselves. They just say, "Oh, I'm going to agree with that."
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. Do I think they should tear down the statue? No. I think if it stands for what I read, it stands for, because then I actually do like it. It's a good statue. It's nice to.
But even if let's say the statue looks however it looks, if somebody just told you it's 100% true that free slaves paid for this. Why the fuck would free slaves make a statue
of their own slavery, like depicting their? I don't know.
Depicting the brutality of it.
Yeah,
they would depict something more positive.
I don't know, bro. This is where my white privilege comes in play.
But true. This is honestly, what are you considered white?
Yes, technically by skin color, yeah. I mean, I can look Hispanic at points, but most of the time I look white.
But depending who you ask when you ask them, since you're part Hispanic, you're not.
I know. But I'm saying to most people.
Well, people look at me and say I'm not white.
I would say that you're white. Your skin color's light enough to be white.
But bro, this is the thing. Just look at Puerto Ricans, bro.
I know I know way lighter Puerto Ricans than I do. Actual white people.
Yes. So are we considering white a skin complexion thing?
I am.
Or no, I know.
Okay.
I'm saying how it's brought up.
Okay, yeah. Well, like I said, to me personally, I don't. If like I said, if the statue, I don't know. I never looked into it that much, as you can tell. But I read an article and then I checked a little bit. And from what
it took you 10 minutes to do?
Not even, like 5.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And like I said, people. You said people just don't. They don't want to look it up. They don't want to be wrong.
Because once they have something in their mind, they don't want to be proven wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so lastly, for this race-based, obviously with everything going on, any professional team that has any name related to a native, there are...
Native American?
Yeah, there are individuals who want those names changed. So the Cleveland Indians in baseball, and then the Washington Redskins in football.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, so all I want to know is your opinion. Do you personally feel Indian or Redskin is racist.
Redskin, yes.
Why?
Indian, kind of. Not so much racist, but
Just ignorant?
yeah.
Okay.
Redskin, I think, is racist.
Why do you think it's racist?
Why do you think it's called Redskin? Because Indians were Redskin.
Okay, but my defense to that, if we're going to be offended by that, we should be offended when people call Europeans white and Africans black.
You're not wrong. But it's just the fact is, I guess there's no, there's no baseball team called the Crackers. You know what I mean? Or the Whites.
Yeah.
It's because it's depicting it on a larger scale. It does happen. Like you said, you're right. People call it white and black all the time. But
Yeah.
you wouldn't go up to an Indian and say, yo, what up, Redskin? Like, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
No,
I'm
not. It's not.
It doesn't sound like a good thing to call somebody.
It's not that I'm disagreeing with you. It's just I find it so weird that it's in our culture to be perfectly fine to call Europeans whites and Africans black, but the moment you call Asians quote unquote yellow or natives red, oh, that's where the racism comes in. And I
guess it's because it's America. Tell me I'm wrong, right?
I couldn't have put it better.
It's because it's America.
Yeah.
We've been doing it too long where we've become accustomed to it.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is true that like the yellow and the reds, but it's more so like we don't do it that often because of, America's,
Mostly.
whites and blacks.
Yeah. Even though now, actually, Hispanics
Yeah,
take
how
up,
about to say, Hispanics are taking up a
Which-
large percentage. But,
or-
I mean, good. I mean, mix this all up. I'm okay with it.
No, it just, that goes into something else.
Oh,
about,
does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I don't mind. It's just, like I said, the fact is where you go, like you said, you grow accustomed to it because it's America, fireworks. And just because, you don't, especially, I mean, I can say where I live, there's a decent amount of Asians,
Yeah.
but it's still like,
Well, Buffalo is low-key very high.
oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But not like typical like Chinese, more like from Laos. We get a lot of people from Laos and
Malaysia.
like there.
Yeah.
Like Central Asia. Or was that Central or would it be West Asia? That area.
Wouldn't that be technically... we also get some Philippines, too.
We do. I'm not sure where Philippines Island is.
It's east, I believe.
Okay.
It's east-south area.
Either way, we do have a decent
It's not
amount
your
of Asian
typical
people.
Chinese...
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
still like, you just don't want to... Redskins just doesn't sound good, dude. Doesn't sound good at all. That sounds very racist.
No, yo, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just my whole thing is I hate how how these groups and individuals pick and choose what they consider offensive.
I agree. Okay, now I can understand your point of view. But do I still think it's racist? Yes. But I do agree with you in the point where people pick and choose about what is racist and what's not racist,
Yeah.
even though they're the same thing depending on, how you look at it.
No, exactly,
I see what
exactly.
you're saying.
I agree.
But do I think that's still racist? Yes. Do I think it should be changed? Yes. Indians, I'm kind of like in between because it's like, do I think they should change the mascot? Yes, because that is a Redskin Indian, hands down.
To be fair, I think the mascot for the Indians is more offensive than the Redskins.
I agree.
Because it's cartoonified.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
But the name is... I always get pissed off when people find Indian offensive when they don't know the history of America. The reason why they were called Indians is because they thought...
They landed in India.
Yeah,
I
the
know
West
that.
Indies.
Yeah.
So if you're...
That's why they first called them Indians. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're offended by the mascot, change the fucking mascot. But I'm going to stand my ground with Indians. You remember for MST when they changed the Indian thing?
Yeah.
I was pissed off about that.
I remember. But see, that's what I was saying. Indians to me is kind of like, I can see how it would be offensive to others, but I can also see why it's not offensive to others.
Yeah.
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 I think it would be more offensive if they called it Native Americans.
The Cleveland Native Americans? Mm-hmm. But even if they just did
Cleveland natives, I'd still think it'd be more offensive.
See, at that point now it's coming down to the consistency. How do you want it? Do you want to be technical?
Yeah.
But that doesn't roll off the tongue.
And my thing is, I feel like if it's Cleveland natives, it should be owned by a Native American. It makes me feel. It feels like if you're calling something Cleveland natives and it's not owned by a Native American, that is some whitewashing shit, man. I don't like that.
That's true.
I don't like that. I mean, if you want, just change the whole name. I really don't care.
But my only thing is we also need to forget sports is an entertainment.
Yeah.
So they name a lot of these teams what sounds best. Cleveland natives does not roll off the tongue.
No.
I was trying to. I was like, no.
Cleveland Camels. The Cleveland Camels. They're not ferocious, but they get you where you need to go.
Slowly but surely, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next and last topic is Jeff Bezos.
Nah, man, that guy.
That-
Hold on, let me just make sure something.
Yeah,
Just talk about it.
as Jordan's doing that, he is now officially worth 172 billion, which is a new record to be the world's richest person. This is the thing, though. Bezos this week surpassed his previous wealth record that he reached prior before the divorce to his wife.
Okay. I just want to put into perspective, right?
Okay.
What I make a year, it will take me 5.5 million years to be worth that amount of money.
Bro, did you do the
Technically,
math?
it's 5.375
Million?
Million.
No, that makes sense because it's a billion.
It would take
Holy
me
shit.
5 million.
Yo, you want to know a
375,000
crazy
years.
stat? It would take the average salary person in America over 4,500 years to make the average salary of a CEO in America, which is not nearly that bad, but that's still to show you
The pay gap.
yeah.
Ridiculous. So, in sums, give us your money, bitches. Nah, that's a joke. But for real, just throw me some money.
No, but what you were saying, if he does actually become the first trillionaire, you can't not defend.
They would have to regulate it in some way. The man's literally a walking country at that point.
Bro,
Giant walking
He's
country at
already
that
a
point.
walking country. I forgot what specific.
Well, yeah,
rank.
absolutely. Yeah,
he's
I
in
know
the
that.
top 100.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, he's become a walking powerhouse at
Yeah.
that point. Like, dude.
No, but
the fuck?
But at that point, because it was what 2026, you said.
Yeah, they estimate by 2026.
If his employees are only let's say his employees by that point, because they're now making 15 an hour on average. Let's say at that point they're making 20. If he's worth 1 trillion and they're only making 20 on average, they should all just revolt and say, give us at least a $10 raise, or you can just fuck
He
off.
doesn't need that amount of money. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Bro,
Do
he
I
doesn't need a-
appreciate it? Yes. Would I like you to send me some? Yes. Do you need that, though? No.
And yo, to be fair, he created this from the ground up, but it gets to the point, do you need just 10 billion, let alone 172
I mean,
billion?
it depends on, how much you want to spend if you want to go balls to the wall. But, I mean, how old is he? Like 60?
No, he's in his 50s still.
Oh, he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
It's 54, 56, something like
Good
that.
for him. Good for him.
It's good for him, but it just...
Good for him. He's got like 40 years at least with that kind of money.
Yeah, bro.
Multiple heart surgeries, easy as pie, dude.
And he's a workaholic, so and he's healthy now. So he's not
Good
going
for
to die
him.
from bad health.
By the time he passes, how much do you think his net worth will be?
If he's unregulated?
Want to put it on record, yeah.
Are we counting inflation?
Just like by the time he drops, how much will he be?
Are we including inflation, though?
What do you mean, though?
Because on average... Well, yeah.
I know, yeah.
For
It
example,
inflates.
in the 90s, there was no such thing as a billionaire just because of inflation reasons.
I guess inflation happens naturally, so I'm gonna say yes. By the time he drops, if I look up his net worth, how much is he gonna be when he dies?
If he's unregulated, I believe Amazon is going to take over, so I'm going to say 10 trillion.
10 trillion. Okay, so going by the guesstimates, if he's gonna be the first trillionaire by 2026, that's 6 years from now.
Yeah.
Amazon started in what, 1990?
1999.
99?
Well, it became
public.
official
Yeah.
in 1999.
1999. So you give him 20 years, my man. 26 years, he becomes a trillionaire, right?
Well, just to put it in perspective, when it launched, Amazon was worth only $1 billion. Now it's worth 1.4 trillion in just 20 years.
Yeah. So let's say it's
And
100 times over in 20 years.
And he has 25% of the stock.
Fuck. Okay.
So even if it just...
Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so let's say
And don't forget, they expand. They started on the online book sales. Then it went to completely online. Then it went to web services. Now they're going into ads.
Ooh, bruh. You said 10 trillion?
Yeah, because I'm picturing Amazon
Counting for inflation, I would put them up to 25 trillion. I'm going to go big.
I would only say 25 trillion if he lives past 90.
That's what I'm imagining him dying around like 96 years old.
Then, yeah, bro. Mm-mm. Because also people don't realize that this dude invests.
Yeah, it's not just Amazon; it's everything, and he's got money to invest, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And in his personal wealth, he invests in land, and everybody knows land is the best commodity.
and people always need land.
Bro, he owns, it was some ridiculous amount. He is the number one landowner in Texas.
Is he? Good for him.
He's a person, and he owns more land than any company in Texas.
Good for him.
Okay, so real quick before
bruh.
we end this. Okay, so don't forget, he's worth 172 billion,
Oh yeah, his wife,
and that's not counting his wife. So once
ex-wife.
ex-wife, yeah, because so she received 25. Oh shit!
You don't even know what she said. What's
She received 25% of the couple's total.
total wealth?
Yes,
Okay.
and her wealth is now 57 billion.
Okay.
Just to put that in perspective, she is the 12th richest person in the world, and she doesn't do shit.
That makes sense. How do you know what she does or doesn't do, bro?
Let's be fair, bro. She's the 12th richest person in the world because she was married to the richest man.
What's the problem with that? If you could, would you? Yes, we all would.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I understand,
$50 billion, Francis. You sucking dick or not?
I'll eat pussy.
Are you sucking dick or not? 50 billion's on the table.
Is it one time?
One time only, bruh. You don't even gotta make him ejaculate. You just put it in the mouth, walk away.
Yo, this goes against everything I believe in. But for
50 billion.
yo, bro,
with a
if we're talking real, I would do that for 50 million.
I would too.
I would never have to work again.
I don't care what it is. I don't give a fuck. People out here sucking dick for free. I'm getting $50 million out of a one-time deal. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I pretend it's a bad lollipop. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a shit, dude.
Oh my god.
I mean, yes. Is there a minimum limit? Yeah. Someone offers me $5,000. Nah, go fuck yourself. Even $20,000. Ah, go fuck yourself.
I might consider for 5 million.
Maybe, depending.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I do have some type of standard. For $50 billion, if you ain't sucking dick, you stupid. First of all.
No, but when you think about it, I'm assuming she married him because they were married before the company even started.
Yeah.
So she must have married him for good reasons.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Can you imagine you get married to a person
And then become a billionaire? The
Yeah.
richest person in the world?
Yeah.
No, I can't. It'd be nice. It'd be hella nice.
Yeah, what?
But do I imagine it happening? No.
So if you guys were keeping track, if you combine their two wealths together, they would be worth $229 billion.
Quarter of a trillion almost.
No, that's over.
229?
Oh, no,
So
yeah.
almost a quarter.
Yeah, almost a quarter.
Man, that money. The things I could do with $1 billion. And they got 200 of them. Start throwing shit, bruh.
Bro, 229 of them.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to start throwing shit. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the plan.
Now, to be fair, they were married for 25 years,
Good
so
for them. 25 years, so what? Why did she break up? Did he cheat? Wasn't there some shit like that?
there was rumors.
There was rumors, nothing confirmed.
But the moment they got a divorce, he...
Admitted.
No, a couple weeks later, he was with a new chick who he ended up engaging. So, put two and two together.
Hey, it's your life. Do what you want.
Well, to be fair, when a man's that rich...
It's not hard for him to find a woman.
Yeah, especially when your current wife is not... If you see... If you know what his ex-wife looks like...
I don't.
Just imagine you get with a person when you have no money because they're there for loyalty. Mm-hmm. And then you're a typical...
So you're saying his ex-wife wasn't a good looker. You're saying she was a solid 4.
No, I would say she's a 5.
Okay, so average.
5, 6.
But with that amount of money, he don't want a 5-6.
No,
He want a 9, 10, 11, 12.
no, he's getting nothing but 10s, bro. When you have $172 billion, you only look for 10s.
My man's getting straight toto. Straight.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, there's no way this dude is being faithful with his current wife.
Well, bruh, don't say that. He could be a good man, bruh. I got your back, Bezos. Don't you even worry about this. He could be a good man. He be cooking his wife dinner every day when he's not working
Yeah, sure.
on Sundays. That's it.
I highly doubt he ever cooks any of his food.
Nah, he's got to cook something. Maybe he makes a mean hot dog, yo. Or a grilled cheese. I make a mean grilled cheese, bruh. Maybe he's like me. Me and Bezos share a lot more than we know. Let's share bank accounts.
Yo, bro, I'm just thinking what I could do with just 0.01% of his money.
Just go ask him for it. Like, bruh, I just need 0.0001% of your money.
Bro, he's so rich, he could give $100 to every person in America and still have billions, bro.
That's good for him, but I don't need $100. I need $100 million. What I gotta do, bruh?
Okay, so on that note, we are done with Rhinos and Aliens After Dark.
After dark.
We appreciate the Rhinos and Aliens for joining us. We hope you dissect this information. Let us know how you feel.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
So how do you feel? What would you do with...
What would you do with $172 billion? What are your ideas? Let me know. Don't trademark them, but put them in the comments.
Yeah. And also, what would you do if you just had $70K out of nowhere after 1 week? I know that's not $172 billion, but
It's
$70K.
not even close, bro. Don't even talk to me about no 70,000 chump change, bro.
See, this is the thing. $70,000 to Jeff Bezos is like a $5 tip for us.
Not even, bro. It's like a $2 tip. It's like somebody dropped nickels at me. The disrespect that you just showed me, bro. Got out of my face. You ever had someone tip you a couple nickels? That shit disrespectful.
You got tipped a couple nickels?
Yeah.
When?
Shit, thank you. Nickel.
Oh, at
What
Timmy's?
the fuck that's supposed to do, bruh? Let me go buy a 5-cent candy. They ain't even 5 cents anymore, yo. Ridiculous.
Bro, weren't you the one who told me the 25 cents bags are $1 now?
For what?
You remember the corner stores used to have 25-cent bags, and then they went up to 50 at some point, and now they're...
Bags.
Yeah, the Cheeto bags.
Oh, they're 59 cent.
Oh,
Or yeah, 59 cent or 79 cent, something like that.
what the... Why 59?
They used to be 25 cent. You
Yeah,
know?
then
You
they
get
went up to
4 for
50.
$1 when we were kids.
Yeah.
Then they went up to like 49 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was 2 for $1, basically.
No. I think they were 2 for 75 cent. They were something weird like that. They
Oh,
were
yeah,
like they were like 49 cents, but there were 2 for like 75 cent or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And now it's 59. It's 59 cents.
I feel sorry for these
for a bag
kids,
of
man.
chips. You can't get shit no more, bro. They don't even sell Huggies no more unless you buy the big pack. What kind of shit is that? I just want one Huggy. Ridiculous.
All right, LLPH,
LLPH.
Cadoodle.
Cadoodle.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.